What's up, everybody? It's your boy Black One, aka Jaron Ikner, back again with another reaction video. Star Trek TV, the building. I know it's been a while, guys, but we're back. Trust me, got a lot of cool stuff coming up. But let's talk about that new Spider-Man trailer that just came out. Oh my gosh! If you know me very well, you know that I'm a massive, mega Spider-Man fan. So watching this trailer was pretty incredible. Let's talk about the highlights. Nick Fury and Spider-Man finally meet in the MCU. We got Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio making his first appearance. It looks fantastic. The love interest situation between MJ and Peter Parker seems to be increasing. We get some cool jokes from Flash Thompson. And it all takes place in Europe. And looks like the main baddie is going to be the Elementals. Although people are saying that they're going to be doing the Jacking Syndrome storyline from The Incredibles and making it set up to where Mysterio is creating all these illusions to make himself look like the hero. That may or may not be the plot line. All I know is that the MCU is very good at subverting expectations. So while it may be that, it may also be a combination of something else because they're very good at doing that. So we'll see what happens with that. With all that said, I wanted to talk about some theories now after watching this trailer. And I really think that Phase 4, all these Phase 4 movies that we're seeing that have been announced, so Doctor Strange 2, Black Panther 2, Spider-Man 2, are the three that we know have been confirmed. I think they all take place before the events of Infinity War in Endgame, meaning that we're no longer going to see a linear storytelling device that the MCU has been using for the past 20 movies. What we're going to see is like we're going to see these little anthology, just kind of stories taken out of the world of these characters before they got snapped out of this universe. Now, I have a couple of theories as to why that's the case. The biggest theory that I have is that the MCU and Marvel and Disney have acquired Fox, meaning that they got back the rights to Fantastic Four and X-Men. Now, because of how the MCU has been established, they can't just like drop these dudes into the MCU without it. Like, it'll make no sense to the casual. The casual viewer will watch this and be like, who are these people? Doesn't make any sense. So they have to start planting seeds. The Phase 4 makes a lot of sense for them to start planting these seeds and start mentioning Reed Richards and start mentioning Xavier, Professor X, or Logan, or whoever, but not showing them. And what they can do is that by having Reed Richards exist in the current MCU but not have his powers yet, you set up the grand finale of Phase 4 being the Fantastic Four going into space, acquiring their powers, but this all happens before the snap. So my theory is that Phase 4, Fantastic Four, goes into space as Thanos arrives to Earth. The snap happens, they get their powers, they come back, and the whole world is changed. Half the people got snapped out. So now they have to step up as the new heroes of Earth and protectors of Earth as the new big baddie comes, probably Galactus. Makes a lot of sense. This also allows them to plant seeds with the X-Men and a lot of stuff, because you can't just be like, boom, here's the X-Men. People won't be able to handle that. It doesn't make any sense. And they already had this train rolling. And the trailer that from the Spider-Man movie really supports that, because we're not seeing any evidence of the snap in this trailer. And of course they wouldn't, because that's a spoiler. But we're not seeing any evidence of the snap. And one thing that I really wanted to point out is the MCU is very good at the psychological aspects of creating these characters. Meaning that after the first Avengers, the Avengers went through a lot of psychological stuff, especially Tony Stark as the main dude of the MCU. He went through a lot of psychological stuff dealing with the destruction of New York and his moral obligation to the people, things like that. Now, if this movie does take place after the events of Infinity War and Endgame, we're not seeing any of that psychological damage manifest in Peter Parker, in the sense that Peter Parker should be pretty messed up. Think about it. He went to outer space, got a new suit, fought the strongest being in the entire universe, and died. And unless they do a multiverse shift, dimension shift, to where everything resets and it doesn't matter, he would come back from that pretty messed up. As a 15-year-old kid, you've seen some stuff, man. And that's not being shown in the trailer at all whatsoever. So obviously this is still all up in the air. But I do know that Phage and the MCU are very good at tapping into the character development mentally. Whether it's Thor, whether it's the Hulk, whether it's Captain America, they all have gone through mental journeys that we have not been seeing on Peter Parker yet. And that may be because he hasn't died yet. But you tell me what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comments. If I'm right, you have to come back to this video and subscribe. If not, I mean, you should subscribe anyways because we got a lot of dope stuff coming out. But help a brother out. We appreciate you. This is Black One, aka Jaron Ikner, here for Star Trek TV. We will be back with more videos. We're back full steam. Make sure you go check out my new short film, Continuum, which is super fire. Getting a lot of good play on that. It's in the link somewhere, probably on the side. Maybe this side. I don't know how this is orientated on your screen. We'll be back with more stuff. We appreciate you. One love, Star Trek TV. We out. Ooh, I miss you.